It's all my ink. I have this mic on, so.
Yeah, that's all right.
Be a gentleman and help me out with my question.
Hey, Conan, can you believe that marriage didn't work out? Yeah, I can't believe your relationships don't work out.
You want me to be a soft, one of those Twitter tough guys? When guys come and sit on the couch, I go right after them. Don't you respect me for that?
No, I don't. Your big dumb desk hiding behind your microphone.
I respect you for keeping it real, Colin.
Yeah, I kept it 100.
What about when you call somebody out and then have them in front of you? That's punk. Can't do
No,
that.
but then you can actually just admit that you're wrong when the guy's delivering, because now he's delivering, he's still trashing.
Well, yeah, he's not admitting that he's wrong.
That's what I'm saying.
If we went to a movie together, would we sit next to each other? Would you want a seat between us?
Oh, Jesus.
Because that's a tough
I'd
deal.
want to sit like 9 rows behind you and just tug on your ponytail.
You savage.
That's what I would do.
I'm blind to...
First, I'm interested.
Here, let me help out before you yell at me again. There you go. The love. There's the love.
Isn't your idol Richard Pryor? Everybody?
All right, let's bring him up.
You don't idol Richard Pryor? Come on.
Good to see you,
It's
my
like
friend.
asking a guitar player if he likes Hendrix. I mean, he's the man.
All right.
He's the man.
All right.
See how I do that? You just ask me a question, all of a sudden I make it uncomfortable.
You
That's
didn't
what I
make
do.
me uncomfortable.
Nobody brings-
I felt good.
That's what I, make sure
what do
you're
you mean
speaking
felt-
to the mic. Make sure you're speaking to the mic. There you go.
You're whatever incognito. You're an enigma.
What, because I make a pie? No, you know what it is? You're not a good listener. You've known me for 10 years. You have no idea who I am. It's all about comedy with you and moving up the ladder, pushing people.
A lot of people think that they're uncomfortable with my elevation. Are you uncomfortable with it?
No, I just see all of your insecurities.
Giant desk.
You know, I've been on the same tour for this hour for almost over a year now.
Dude, bands tour for like 4 years and then go right back in the studio, make another one, and keep going. You got to toughen up, man.
Yeah, you're right, huh?
You know?
What do I do, you think?
Camouflage hat, looking like a backwoods guy, all tough and shit. You can't handle doing your hour again. I mean, come on, man. Get up.
I heard you have a terrible theory, and I want you to say this. So your theory on Boston is, let's just wait till LeBron's old. You don't want to be aggressive and get players.
I didn't say that.
What did you say?
You got misinformation.
What did you say?
Well, why would you say I have a horrible theory without checking with me first? It's like you already threw me under the bus. Well, I get it. You got a big desk.
This dude is knocking it out of the park. He's one of my favorites. Here is Bill Burr. Look at you.
How are you?
Oh, it's
I
good.
love that you did the audience applause for everybody. Yeah, there he is. Come on. Keep it going for him.
While people are talking about eating fake,
That was before.
I don't want to be responsible for that shit. I didn't. But if the kid was
That was before. Will you shut up? Jesus Christ. I got to tell you, the Laker fans are even worse. I can't stand them. At least Yankee fans show up at the start of the game. Those Laker fans, they show up in like the second quarter. They had to get like Botox before they came down to the game.
Oh, no.
Ouch. But you like living in LA, you said.
I love LA, and I like living there. I don't like their teams. I hate the Jets. I'm sick of people saying Rex Ryan is confident. He's not confident. That guy cries himself to sleep with a vat of ice cream every night. I'm not buying it. I thought you were laughing. You were yawning over here.
No, the mushrooms are killing me, man.
I knew it wasn't just weed. I was just like, there's no way I'm taking a hit off of that. There's something going on here.
Mushrooms, baby. The shrooms. I'm shrooming.
You know how fucked up this is? He's shrooming, and he's wearing pants like he went riding a horse today. Like side saddle or some shit.
I'm just going to tell you how I discovered you.
I do owe my whole career to you. Yeah, I was struggling until Bobby Lee discovered me.
Oh, no, not discover you in terms of like you did it on your own, obviously, but no, in terms of my awareness of you.
Oh.
Can I tell you that story?
Oh, no, I remember it was a big day in my career. Bobby Lee is finally aware of me. Am I on Bobby Lee's radar?
See, this is what he's going to...
This is when things start to happen.
I'm not going to allow this to happen.
Reversal.
I'm not going to allow this to happen.
Reversal.
Yeah. I'm just going to plug away. You know what I mean?
Listen, you can talk to him all you want. I can hear it.
Really? Is that you in action, or is this another photo shoot?
Yeah, it's a photo shoot. People do photo shoots.
Yeah, I know.
Have you ever seen like a movie poster and you'll see a movie star
I have.
who's clearly 5'2", yet somehow he's as tall as the supermodel?
I have.
Yeah, that's a photo shoot. No fake stuff. Look, I'm sorry you're just on the web, man. You took it to he took it to this place. I'm not trying to shit on his website. What is it called again? Huh? zippitydoodah.com?
We've never taken a break in the middle of a guest.
I know, I had all this momentum going. Now I got to start all over again. Go ahead. Go to the card. See this? We won game one. Here comes the second of the doubleheader.
Because the older guys, Robert Kelly's and all, they all call you Billy. Colin calls you Billy, but I, Bill.
I'm
You know
just
what I mean?
immediately noticing. I don't know about the chain if it's thick enough to be that level of confidence.
Yeah,
it's more of a necklace.
When the chain's out,
he has on a fat chick ankle bracelet around his neck.
I love that you have the jib camera for this, like it's an action movie. Let's swoop in at these two guys sitting in these unbelievably small chairs. I literally feel like I'm gonna fall onto the floor. This is insane. You really went all out with the audience, though. They got full-size adult chairs.
Hip now to wear this. This is my nightclub look. Yeah, come on.
All right. This is. I guess this is the internet, right? You just sort of just throw it out there.
I just throw it out there. I figure you're a funny guy,
throw it out there. I'll throw it out there too.
Well, here's the deal. Bill's a comedian. He's at the Punchline. He's in town, and you're a funny guy. You've got these routines in your head, so I figure I'll toss you a mic and you go.
And I'm going to do stand-up in front of 9 people in a radio station? No, I'm not doing that.
Well, you're taking the fun out of Southside Steve TV.
I'll take, how about I give you $5 and I want to watch you line dance and I'm a racist cowboy.
So your Christian background is part of the show. Or
Yes, and I wanted to talk to you about Jesus after this.
Well, the only reason why I bring it up is some people thought maybe you went a little too far. You know.
As far as what?
Well, they thought that maybe you were being disrespectful to the Christian religion.
Who did?
I'm telling you, you need to Google.
Oh, good Lord.
So did you feel you were being disrespectful, or just you were just having fun with some of the crucifixes and stuff like that?
I don't even know what I mean, we did maybe 2 jokes about that?
Yeah, exactly.
Don't you think the Catholic Church went a little too far? More so than my cartoon.
All right, listen.
A couple of jokes. I know this is a morning show. You can't bring up all those crimes.
You know what? Technically,
well, they just sort of kept moving them around. You know, like those killer whales at SeaWorld. After it kills a trainer, they'll then move it up to Seattle. They don't give them their background.
all right, I'm not totally following, but I don't think I want to.
You know what I'm talking about? It's a morning show. I understand.
Anytime
I came on, that kid missed the graduation, and then it was a feel-good story.
It was a feel-good, and we want to leave.
If you want to feel good about America, you watch the morning shows. You don't watch this, you know.
And
we were joking earlier. If that kid's story about the graduation was late night, that would have been a whole different story.
What do you think?
He's still missing. We can't find him. All we found was his hat. But you watch in the morning. It's great. It all worked out. He got his own personal graduation. Like, I was in such a great mood. Look how yellow this couch is. It's like the sun.
But do you like my mic?
No, I don't. I don't. Please.
Is that comfortable? Is this uncomfortable?
This is no, don't, man. Honestly, can I take the mic?
Sure.
Now that's the number one thing you don't do. As I learned that in broadcasting school, you never give up the microphone. See, now I have the power. This Bob Barker thing.
Yeah.
You're what is this? Rock 100.5. Mm-hmm. This is the worst interview I've ever done, and he's wearing Stetson cologne or something. It's just really overpowering.
How you doing?
You know what he looks like? He looks like the first guy who gets his ass kicked in a Steven Seagal movie.
No.
The background guy behind the big kingpin. Why don't you handle this?
Today's guest is a true friend, a real brother.
Yeah,
Ladies
you've
and gentlemen,
called me since 2003.
you shut up, Bill. People don't know that. This is Bill Burr, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, I'm Bill Burr. Now, Kevin Hart was somebody that I thought I was friends with, but I realized quickly that he just needed a spot at Dangerfields. And then he booked a pilot, and I don't think I talked to him again. I had like kids, and I didn't hear from you.
Bill Burr, ladies and gentlemen. We're getting into the mind of Bill Burr.
That was late for his own podcast.
Bill, are you ready for this? This is the best part that I think. This is what's mind blowing that people are going to love. Bill Burr.
Did you have your own name on your sweatshirt?
Well, outside of that, I mean,
When are
I
you
don't
going
know
to
why
stop
you don't.
branding, Kev? We know who you are.
Just in case you didn't, Bill, I wore a shirt to remind you. What's the big deal, man? All right, it's just a shirt.
Hoodie with Kevin Hart. I hand out hoodies to homeless people because I care about downtown LA. Go see Jumanji Part 19. The studio system has ruined you.
Bill is not angry, first of all, to our listeners. Bill is not an angry person. Bill is a very happy person. Bill is a married man. He's a father now. Congrats on that, Bill, by the way.
I got 2 kids. I had another one. I was going to call you, but I knew you wouldn't return the call.
No.
I don't think my last movie did well enough to have you send over your little Heart of the City fruit basket, you piece of
What are you
shit.
talking about? I would have sent you a bottle of Hart wine from the vineyard. What are you talking about, man? I told you. It would have got there. Bill,
I love that you have a vineyard.
Can we tell the people, Bill,
Your little
that
ass
you
get out there and stomp on the grapes?
Yeah, I do. So off, I do. Bill and I did a pilot, ladies and gentlemen. We did a pilot for Comedy Central.
It was called Heart of the Shitty, and it wasn't picked up.
Yes, let me clear this up. This is before I got big. Bill and I did a show.
It was. You were like, it was right before. No, you were already starting to blow up. And I remember there was a moment where we were actually going to tour together. We were going to do a black and white tour because I was almost ready to go to theaters. You had just started going to theaters. And then a week later, you went to arenas. And that's when you stopped calling me.
No.
That's when it was, Kev.
I stopped calling you after the show didn't get picked up because I felt like you me. I said Bill Burr.
To the clubs until 4 a.m. and then showing up thinking you're going to Eddie Murphy your way through it and start improvising. You took that whole thing down with you. I'm still bitter about it.
Bill, I would love if we could get our hands.
Opportunity to get screwed over by Viacom.
Do you think I'm willing to bet you, Bill, I can probably get my hands on that pilot? I'm willing to bet you I can, man. I would love to get my hands on that pilot just for you and I. Because we can't show it. We can't do shit with it.
How much fun was it? But Bruce McCullough, you and me, dude, that was so much goddamn fun.
I will say this, man. Bill Burr, for those who do not know it, lately, as of late, I mean, Bill, you're popping up all over the place as far as acting. But the Staten Island movie, what's the name? With Pete Davidson. What's the title of it, Bill?
I don't know. It was called Jumanji Part.
Wasn't called Jumanji. That's my movie. What was it called, man?
Get Hard.
That's another one of my movies, Bill.
Wait, I get it.
King of Staten Island.
Soul Plane with white.
Fuck off. Those are my movies, Bill. God damn it. He said United Airlines. What was it called, Bill?
It's called The King of Staten Island.
The King of Staten Island.
Judd Apatow and Pete Davidson. Judd Apatow, who ruined my friendship with you because you booked his pilot and I never heard from you again. You left me, Kev.
Bill, I'm going to say in this movie, you did what I knew back then when we did that pilot, man. Bill has always been, you've been a phenomenal comedic actor. And you know, they say that we don't have it. They say as comedians can't make the transition. A lot of comedians fail in making that transition. I mean, a lot of people
that
say
specifically.
Who
Don't
said
put
that?
Donald Trump on me. Don't start telling me that people are saying shit.
Listen, what they're doing, I'm telling you what they're saying.
Everybody knows it. You know it. I know it. Everybody knows. That's my favorite thing. I use that now on my wife. You know it. I know it. Everybody knows it.
Everybody knows it. What are you saying? People say it. People say it.
Everybody says it. You know it.
Everybody.
I know it. Everybody says it.
They've said the comedians couldn't act for years. But Bill Burr, you cracked the code. You cracked the code, man. And back then when we did that pilot, The reason why I brought up you during the King of Staten Island, because you did a phenomenal job in that movie. But back when we did that pilot is when I got to see, I was like, yo, Bill can actually act. Bill's good. Because I was coming in, like you said, with the improv, and I'm coming in with all this shit, and not once were you ever flustered. You were never bothered by it.
I was annoyed, and I just used that. If you were like going out, I don't know where the hell you were going out, Sky Bar every damn night. Dude, you said one of the funniest things ever to me on that pilot. Is in between takes, you know, before I shaved my head, I was losing it back here, and they'd come in doing all this stuff. You said, Bill looks like a fighter in between rounds. When we were in between takes, everybody coming in. It was out of all the shit people ever talked. I'm not saying it as funny as you said it, but that was one of my favorite things. You know, comedians, we love to get trashed. So that was one of my favorite things anybody ever said to me. I still remember that.
I can say during that pilot, you and I, we had an amazing time. We had a blast. And the show actually came out good. The show was funny. Of course, things don't work because they just don't work. But the show was funny, man. And it's the last thing that people expected to see.
Though?
Which part? What?
Because we niced it up.
Yeah.
What we wanted to do, remember what was going to happen? You were going to have a drinking problem and I was going to have something, but we weren't going to have that
edgy
pilot.
Yes.
So we did a nicer version of it. You, me, and Bruce. And I'll go, okay, man, right, once we get the audience, then we'll start getting darker.
Then we'll go dark.
Yeah, we'll give them exactly what they want.
For now, yeah, let's give it to them now.
Yeah, there's no way this isn't getting picked up.
It has to. What are you talking? You, me, Burr, look at us. We're right on the cusp. We're about to
giving them what they want. And then they told us to go self.
Gave us a big boot. That's what they did.
Big boot. We got the old industry boot.
Bill Burr, from Boston, ladies and gentlemen, if you do not know it.
Suburbs. Big suburbs of Boston. Not Goodwill Hunting.
The suburbs of Boston.
Suburbs. They don't make movies about where I'm from.
What part is it exactly, Bill?
It's the South Shore, Canton, Massachusetts.
I know South Shore. I'm very familiar with that.
Music Circus?
I mean, I know what it is. I've been there. I've been around that part. I didn't hear anybody mention you when I was there either. We'll talk about that offline.
You just doing some road work? Were you like jogging down the street with your hands wrapped?
While around? I swear to God, I was. It's when we.
You know what was funny about you one time?
Intelligence.
I remember you trying to show me how fast you were boxing, and I'm sitting there going, "Kev, I'm a 40-year-old white comedian. Like this is not impressive. You should be able to touch me."
This is not.
I swear to God, for your listeners, we were in some stupid parking lot, and he's going, "Look, I'm fast." Doing all this stuff. I'm just like, "All right, Kev, you're fast. I get it. You almost seem taller when you're doing that, Kev. Wow, that's amazing."
Hey, I remember, man. I don't think there's anybody that I can annoy more than Bill Burr. I have probably triggered some of Bill Burr's angriest reactions in the New York City comedy clubs.
No,
I'm talking about of annoyance. I remember, Bill, when we were teasing you one day.
More than Patrice? No.
Patrice used to piss you
More
off.
than Keith? No.
All right, you're right. I was probably in fourth or fifth place.
No, you came in quick.
Patrice used to get you. Patrice used to get you for sure. Patrice got you.
I never worried about you, but Patrice, if I knew he was going to be there, I would have like 5 things to say about him. Like I would came in like locked and loaded just to try and hit him.
Until this day,
I'd say all 5 in the first minute, and then I was fucked.
You know what, man? Until this day, I still don't understand how a funeral happened and they turned it into a comedy club. Until this day, Patrice O'Neal, how they turned it
that funeral was great. That was one of the best shows I've ever been to.
I've never seen anything like that in my life. You know, for our listeners, Patrice O'Neal.
Me at the funeral. You bugged me.
I did.
Because you showed up. You were wearing like a pair of Jordan 1s. You looked like you were going to do a spot at Caroline's. I'm like, that's what I said. I go, Kev, this is a funeral, man. You're dressed like you're going to go do a spot at Stand Up New York. And you said what you said. You go, no, Bill, I'm dressed like the comic who made it. You said that at a funeral. I was like, I know this guy's an asshole. I didn't know he's that much of an asshole. You almost had me saying, well, I played Carnegie Hall one time. I almost said that at a funeral for my friend. That's how much of an asshole you are.
What the? We went to Patrice O'Neal's funeral. Ladies and gentlemen, I mean, we had so many comedians. First of all, Patrice was one of the most loved guys, I mean, on the scene.
All right, let's not throw too much. He was also one of the most hated, too.
Yes, but he was a comics comic. He was a comics comic. The comics loved him.
If you were funny, you loved him.
Yes, if you weren't funny, you hated him because he let you know that you stood no chance in this business. He would
if you weren't funny, you stopped working the Village because that's where he was. You stayed uptown.
You didn't want any problems with that because he was the guy to go, ugh, this guy, God, who let,
I remember Eddie If one time said, dude, he goes, some nights I'll walk into the cellar and he'll yell across the room, hey, Eddie. And he goes, and I think, he saw me. Dudes like that used to come into the upstairs at the Olive Tree and they used to try to pick the first open seat to just, slink in and stay away from them.
That's all. We hope you had a blast witnessing the verbal jousting between comedic heavyweights Bill Burr and Kevin Hart. Remember, laughter is the best therapy, so keep seeking those twisted moments of humor wherever you go. Stay tuned for more roasting sessions, and until then, embrace your inner deviant and keep that dark humor alive. Thanks for joining us, and catch you next time.
You know, like when feminists go like, oh, and they had like their missiles, these shape things and blah, blah, blah. And I'm always thinking like, well, there is physics and aerodynamics and all that involved. Like if you have it shaped like a twat, I don't think it's going to make it to another country unless you frisbee it. Right. And even then that gap's going to be a lot of drag.
While people are talking about eating fake,
that was before.
I don't want to be responsible for that shit. I didn't. But if the kid was
that was
building,
before. Will you shut up? Jesus Christ!
Is that a Rolex?
Yes, it is. I finally bought one. 25 years in this business.
Is it white gold or stainless?
I don't know what it is.
Is it heavy?
No.
Then it's stainless.
Oh, is that what it is? Well, thank you. Thank you for taking my watch down a notch. I finally felt successful. You see this? You wouldn't say that if I had brown or black hair. Guarantee you. Blonde hair, you'd be over here giving me your watch.
Dude, the Me Too movement has killed the blowjob. My wife will not on her knees ever again. It never will happen.
Because you're stuck. Yeah. It's like going down in an 8-foot pool down at the bottom and not clearing your ears. I feel bad for your wife.
You know what because the older guys, Robert Kelly's and all, they all call you Billy. Colin calls you Billy, but I Bill.
I'm just immediately noticing that I don't know about the chain if it's thick enough to be that level of confidence.
Yeah,
it's more of a necklace.
When the chain's out.
Yeah, he has on a fat chick ankle bracelet around his neck. The greatest thing about stand-up comedy is it's one of the, if you go to prison, it's hard to get a job, but you can walk out of prison and do an open mic within the first week and people will put you on. They won't give a shit. Dude, they'd be like, dude, you should wear an orange jumpsuit. You killed somebody? Dude, you should talk about that. That'd be funny. They wouldn't give a I thought you were laughing. You were yawning over here.
No, the mushrooms are killing me, man.
I knew it wasn't just weed. I was just like, there's no way I'm taking a hit off of that. There's something going on here.
Mushrooms, baby. The shrooms. I'm shrooming.
He's shrooming and he's wearing pants like he went riding a horse today. Like side saddle or some shit.
I'm just going to tell you how I discovered you.
I do owe my whole career to you. I was struggling until Bobby Lee discovered me.
Oh, no, not discover you in terms of you did it on your own, obviously, but no, in terms of my awareness of you.
Oh.
Can I tell you that story?
Oh, no, I remember it was a big day in my career. Bobby Lee is finally aware of me. Am I on Bobby Lee's radar?
See, this is what he's gonna.
This is when things start to happen.
I'm not gonna allow this to happen.
Reversal.
I'm not gonna allow this to happen.
Reversal.
Yeah. I'm just gonna plug away. You know what I mean?
Listen, you can talk to him all you want. I can hear it.
Did you guys see the picture of Donald watching his wife vote?
A lot of trust in that relationship. No, a part of me dies every time I go into a store and I see something. They go, "Can we get a phone number?" Watching somebody give them the phone number. Why would you do that?
Yeah.
I always give the same. Mine is all area codes. They go, "What's your phone number?" I'm like 323-818-212-5.
We've never taken a break in the middle of a gas station.
I know. I had all this momentum going. Now I got to start all over again. Go ahead. Go to the card. See this? We won game one. Here comes the second of the doubleheader.
If I could work with anybody dead or alive, I'd want to work with.
I don't want to work. I want to be home.
The white ones are dollars. These are $10. The green ones, these are $25. The red ones, and these are $100. The black one.
In a progressive move, the white chip is worth the least. I fly a lot, and there's this whole new thing of generation of people that take their socks and their shoes off on the plane. You got to look at their smelly feet, and then they'll literally stand up and they will walk into a commercial airline bathroom. Yeah, use it and then walk and sit back down again.
That's not right.
Yeah, if I was a dictator, those people would be eliminated.
You really are the whitest person I've ever seen in my life.
Yes, served me well. I've never worked for anything. I was born on a yacht. It's just all been downhill.
I don't even mean it in. I don't mean it in a genetic way. I mean like.
I do. I'm talking full-on white privilege. I was stunned when I first heard about white privilege. I had no idea what it was. It's like, hey, everybody doesn't get to do this.
It seems as if the sun
Pulling
has
up
never
to job
touched you.
interviews right as I get out of the car. You're hired. Go home. We'll see you tomorrow.
This dude is knocking it out of the park. He's one of my favorites. Here is Bill Burr. Look at you.
How are you?
Oh, it's
I
good.
love that you did the audience applause for everybody. Yeah, there he is. Come on. Keep it going for him. It was really, you relate to adults differently, people that you knew forever. And I always hated when somebody who didn't have a kid goes, "You don't get it, man. You don't get it till you have." And I was like, you, I get it. It's like having a dog, but it's more intense. I love the racist white guy thing. A bunch of racist white guys. They came out of the forest, and they were just going, Trump, Trump, Trump. It's like, where were all these racist white guys the last two elections when they could have voted against a black guy? They were fine. Oh, I don't mind the black guy, but this white lady, we got to stop her. She's going to take her four-wheelers.
Every time I see you, something great has happened to you. And
Yeah.
in this case,
Yeah, the Red Sox won the World Series.
Yeah,
I know. I'm not rubbing it in. I'm not one of those guys. I'm
a Mets fan anyway, so you could rub it in if you like.
Nah, I don't do that. I don't
don't?
go to the stadium, posing stadium, wear the other team's
you don't
stuff,
You
and
had
then
no
turn
Red Sox.
around and look at the crowd and do that. Whenever I see that, I'm just like, that guy should get the kicked out of him. And like, in a perfect world, that happens. I used to wear stuff, the opposing team stuff, because I moved away from Boston, but I just got sick of it. And it's not even being in the stands; it's when you go to the bathroom. That's the worst. Yeah, some guy knows. Yeah, you go out to the bathroom, they wait till you're doing your thing, and then they push you in they take out their childhood on you, and you got this bullseye on your head, and it's just like, why am I doing? What am I, Steven Seagal? I'm gonna fight all these guys with my out. He made that movie, right? I think he made a movie like that. So I'm just like, I am a very courteous fan. So if somebody said I had blood in my stool, they don't actually see blood; they see it's black.
Right. So the higher up in your GI, the blacker it is.
What sort of background do you have?
I was a nurse.
Oh, okay. So wow. Because you really came off like I was like. No, this happens a lot on podcasts. All of a sudden, I'm listening to a comedian like telling me how my liver works. I'm just like, wait a minute, who the? Okay, I'm sorry. All right, so you're a nurse. All right.
Look around. Most people are weird looking. Look at me. I'm 100% white dude. I'm a weird looking dude. You know what I mean? The best dogs are mixed dogs. They're the chillest dogs. I'm telling you.
You're right. You're absolutely right on that.
Yeah. Oh, that's why all the over there in England, the royal family. That's why they're all so weird looking. They're all banging in the same pool. They're like a bunch of Dalmatians that can talk.
That's right.
You're whatever incognito. You're an enigma.
What? Because I make a pie? No, you know what it is? You're not a good listener. You've known me for 10 years. You have no idea who I am. It's all about comedy with you and moving up the ladder and pushing people.
Now, are you getting out of an existing house?
No, I'm going from a one-bedroom apartment, and I figured I'd finally go out and buy a damn house and not have to deal with, some jerk living above me or below me.
All right.
Yeah. Do my own little thing. Get my little 12 gauge, get a bunch of cans of tuna, get ready for the apocalypse. That's what I want to do.
You just ignore them. It's like 3 days. They flip out for 3 days. They try to bully you into an apology.
Well, you can't ignore them when they're right in the audience and you're playing to them.
You tell them to shut the up.
Yeah, believe me.
It's a comedy
you know what?
show.
Trump's winning New Hampshire. Hillary's winning Virginia.
Really?
And there's a little kid here.
Yeah, somebody decided it was a good idea.
Somebody please take a photo of this Last Supper.
That's how you end it.
There we go, right there.
Thank
It's all mine. There we go. Where's the camera? Right there. You see that? This is what the I do.